What's going on, everybody? Wild Time here, and it is time for another live stream. Making some gold today, doing some callings, just sort of messing around, really. So there's a calling up in Ardenweald that you can you have to get like 3 coins of brokerage, and you can do that from killing rares or getting chests. The Decayed Husk is one of those chests, and I am going to see if we can loot some good transmog items out of there. First of all, though, just catching up on some mission tables, stuff like that. Let's go ahead. These are all getting ready to expire. Let's go ahead and repost our legendary, though. The price on this dropped. Last week it was something like 24, 25k. It's down to like 19 something, but I'm still making almost 8k on it. So I have to repost it a couple times. So we'll repost that. Drop off our anima. And actually, let me see. Was Osmanite? Did I see that for three gold each? Oh, it's 6 gold. Yeah, okay. So don't worry about that. Alright. Let's do our mission tables here. I don't think I'm gonna do the calling on, well, maybe I will. There's a quick 1,000 gold there just with the callings. With 25 pet charms, that's nice. So for 50 polished pet charms, I can get a pet that sells between like 3 and 5k, so that's definitely worth it doing it that way. I think we'll go to our rogue who's already in Ardenweald, and then we'll do the calling there just because I don't feel like dealing with the flight time today. So one of the chests is the enchanted chest, and if you don't have like a semi-geared character, then this thing will like wreck you. So with a rogue, I'm pretty sure I could probably like CC it and get around it, but it gives like 700 gold. Let's relist some stuff here. Actually, you know what? We just sold some Warbear woolies, so we actually need to craft some more. So we need 24 rugged leather and 14 Warbear. 24 rugged leather and 14 Warbear. And we'll craft one of those. So let's buy some of that. So rugged leather, okay, we need 24 of them. And then Warbear leather, 40. These used to go for like 100 something. But look here, the Warbear harness sells for 19k, and then the Warbear woolies sell for 20k. And then this pattern, this pattern here, looks like it's listed for 10k. You can buy it from a vendor for probably like 100 or so gold. This doesn't have a sales rate attached to it, so I'm not sure if anybody's actually buying that or not. But it'd be something worth just having up, just in case. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and pop our portable mailbox because I don't feel like walking all the way back in there. I hate Ardenweald the way that it's set up, that like your mission table, you can't like go to your mission table and then go to your mailbox and then do your auction house mount, because you got to go inside and outside. It's just not something that I like doing, especially on alts, because with alts I'm really just, I want to get in and get out, right? Alright, so we made the Warbear woolies. We got a few more things here to list actually. Let's go ahead and just run a quick post scan and get these things posted. TSM's still being sort of slow sometimes. Yeah, there's our Warbear woolies right there. So I just sold one of these. Actually, in the video I posted this weekend of my weekly sales, I just sold one of these for like 20K. So making almost 20,000 gold off of them. That's pretty sweet. I think I had to relist it for like just relisting every day, every 24 hours. I think I had to relist it for like 2 or 3 weeks. But it finally sold. So some stuff, you'll post it and it'll sell like the next day, and then you'll list another one and it'll take like 2 weeks to sell. So it always just depends. All right. Let's get our mission table all caught up. Complete all. Some more polished pet charms. And these are all bind. I'm pretty sure polished pet charms are all bind on account too. So you can do them on different realms and stuff like that. And then, yeah, send them all out. So, yep. It's nice to have bind on account items. Let's just do most so it'll go quicker here. All right, all missions sent. So what we want is this guy over here. This is the one we're after, because then we can just fly around and get the chests. And this is a really quick way to make gold, actually, if you have a bunch of alts. So we got to get 3 coins of brokerage. Rare monsters or chests. What we're going to do is we're going to get the chests, because when you have this quest, or there's like another quest as well, the one where you have to defend Ardenweald and fill up the bar, you get these that pop up. This enchanted chest, this is going to give us about 800 gold in either items or raw gold. Then you've got your little fairy stash down here, and your lunar light pod. And then the Decayed Husk. The Decayed Husk has a chance to have some really good Transmog in it that sells for like 10K. So we're going to go all there. This one's weird because right now you have to clear out this world quest, or it won't let you do this. It phases you. What's going on, lols? What's happening? So this one, I'm only a 157. So if I try to kill this rare guarding this chest, I'm just going to, I'm going to flat out die. Right? So, well, actually, somebody just killed the rare, so we're in luck. So I'm going to go invisible, and I think I should be able to sap this guy. Yep, I'll sap him. Typically, there's a guy right here that guards it. And he would kill me. So this one, let's see, I didn't actually get, let me see what I got. I got some bracers for 15, actually, so evidently it's not a guaranteed 800 gold or items. That's what I've been getting. But on this one, I just got the Rune Tinder bracers, which is pretty weak. Like I don't need them for anything. But we'll just sell them off. But the last couple guys I came down here with, and I got the raw gold at like 780 something. So anyway, we're gonna go down here to the fairy stash because the calling itself is gonna give us like 1,500 to 2,000. Thorn. Somebody asked me that the other day. I don't know if it was you. Hard on completing Night Fane yesterday. Got the Val Fear Mount. Alright, that's nice, man. Cool. Level 80 blacksmithing and Legion can't find a way to farm them. What's going on, Atrax? Hope your Mythic Plus journey is going well. I've only got 120 completed, and I have a 19 streets, and it, like, every time I list it, like, nobody signs up. So I try to find 20s because that's really all I really need, and like, nobody ever takes me in. So it's been a little bit of a journey, but I did do a 17 lower Kara, and we missed it by like 3 minutes. Of course, we wiped in the first boss once. The forks got us. And then Morose we wiped 2 times because people kept breaking the CC and calling down all the all the ads. But on the 17, for those wipes, 3 minutes over wasn't too bad. Also Thorn. So the best way. So someone asked me that, and it could have been you the other day on I think one of the videos or something that I did. But I was like, why do you even need, like, why do you need that, right? Like, why do you need Primal Sargerite? And then I got to my engineer, and the Argus wormhole generators sell for like 20k, and you need Primal Sargerite to get them. So I was like, there's a perfect thing you need Primal Sargerite for. Or like you're saying, to level up. The best way that I found to do them, and it's going to be sort of a slower thing, is just wait for the world quests, I guess. I mean, there's one up yesterday that gives you kill a boss and then you get 5 of them. So other than that, I'm not quite sure. I mean, unless you're like, you can go like trying to get them with fishing or herbalism or skinning or something like that. They function sort of like the blood of Sargeras. So I got 5 the other day just from doing the world quest. So sorry I don't have any better info there. Alright, now this one, we want to get the decayed husk, but the problem is, one, it's going to be guarded, and I'm level 157, so I'll probably, it's going to be hard for me to kill the stuff. But 2, it phases out. You can't get it while this world quest is up. So Thorn, how do you're trying to level up Legion? Level. Do you need, are you sure that you need Primal Sargerite for that? I feel like there may be a better way. Because you need level 100 to make the mount, I think, right? The Felcor mount. 21 streets. Only 20 is a junkyard. Yeah. So I don't know, man. Yeah, I've got a 19 streets that nobody ever wants to join. I don't get it. And my rating is like 2160 something. So I mean, I get it. People are waiting for, like, if you're running a 20 key, like if I was running a 20 key, I'd probably wait for like a higher ranked tank, because when you're pugging, you don't really know the people, right? Like a rank 1800 tank could do better than a rank 3k tank. It just depends on the person playing, or they could do just as well, rather. But if you're pugging, you don't know that, so people would just go by like the highest score. The only thing that's grayed out, Imperial Breastplate, rank 3 in gray. Each chest costs 7. See, I've had it leveled when it was current, so I'm not sure. Yeah, that's super unfortunate if that's the case. Let's look up. I'll look up here in a second. There's got to be, I feel like there's got to be a better way. Yeah, so when I get like Keystone Master and I get the mount, my motivation for pushing keys sort of goes out the window. I have plans, right, to make like guides of all the dungeons and stuff, but it just takes time that I don't really always have. Like I have some recorded for like I think Iron Docks and Grimrail, I think, but I've got to do the voiceover on them still, and I just haven't had the time. What happened? Why did I not finish that? I got to kill 2 more. Are you serious? Why did it take me down if I wasn't done? There we go. What's going on, Jimmy? Yeah, 9.27 has been a ride, hasn't it? Raider IO is a blessing and a curse, yes. I like it when I'm looking for groups. I don't like it when groups are looking for me. So here's the decayed husk, and there's some. Are we gonna be able to get it without fighting? Okay, there we go. And then I want to get away from these guys because I'm real low. I didn't get anything though. I just got 283 gold and a coin of brokerage. So what we could potentially get here is this kind of stuff: the Deadstone Hatchet, the Dark Reach Mask, Witherscorn Great Axe, the Hacker. These things sell for like 9 to 10k. I just did a video on these actually. So those actually sell really for a high price. That's what we're looking for in the Decayed Husk. Unfortunately, we didn't get it, so we're just gonna have to settle with just getting the calling done. The Boon of Lightbearer revered. So does the Boon of Lightbearer, like I know the Blood of Sargeras enchants, like I think that they stop after your character's level 45. Yeah, Thorn, I think that I'm not. Somebody told me because I was like, oh, I've got the Blood of Sargeras shoulders, and they told me that they like regardless of the item level of your like shoulders, that your character level has to be like 45. What's going on, Kai check? Kai check or K check? I'm not sure how to pronounce it, my man. But welcome, sir. Yeah, so Thorn, I haven't been able to find that listed anywhere. Like, but that's not uncommon, right? For Blizzard to have stuff that is like true in their game that's not listed. But I have found the same thing when doing the blood enchants on the shoulders, like on my higher characters, that it just doesn't drop. So anyway, we completed this here, got the coin of brokerage. We didn't get anything out of the decayed husk. But yeah, we really didn't come out too much on top there. But you also get a chance to get, and I think it's a pet, sparkle wings, when you do those things there. So let's go ahead and we're going to sell everything. So doing that, I know you guys can't see because my picture is taken up over here, but it's 2,170 gold for running that there. So let's move on to our next one here. I'm looking up here, Thorn, to see how to get from 60 to 100. So I don't know. Are you following like any kind of guide? Because this is WoW Professions and 60 to 100 Demon Steel. So you do need the Blood of Sargeras, right? But not the Primal Sargerite. So you use Demon Steel Wasteguard. So 28 Bloods, which I mean, you're still limited how many you can get. You can actually run, I want to run some Bloods here in a minute. You can actually run dungeons for them as well. Here you go. Buy the Demon Steel Wasteguard recipe from Uriel. It's Suramar, Wasteguard, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so, yeah. So it looks like getting from 60 to 100 is going to be sort of a pain in the butt, but here's a way to do it without Primal Sargerite. And then this comes from Sightless Eyes, which you have to get from Dalaran Sewer. So yeah, it looks like going from 60 to 100 is going to be annoying whichever way you cut it, man. Yeah, the guides seem hard to make. It gets even more complicated because some affixes change quite a bit. It's very, very well. Yeah, so why isn't this hiding this? There we go. So yeah, dungeon guides are something that take longer than like gold making guides and stuff like that. And a majority of the people that are on my channel that subscribed or followed seem to be gold makers. But with the Mythic Plus, I think it's fun, right? And so doing it live is fun because you have chance for stuff to go wrong. Like making a guide for any of the dungeons, I'm pretty much just running some to where I get it complete, and then my plan was to do a voiceover and go through like pack by pack. And affixes are definitely going to change, but all right. So I've already got the calling on this guy here. So this was actually something I found out from some subscribers and stuff. I play mainly ally, never had a goblin before because, well, they look like this. And I decided to get a goblin because on the realm, okay, so he's killing that guy. The rare's not up. The rare would have smoked me. All right, look at that. 822 gold. See what I'm saying? Last time we didn't get any, but this time got 822. I'll take it. So the goblin, you get discounts, right? So in this realm that I craft my legendaries on, I don't have the rep. So for the arboreal shards, I'm having to pay like 125. But if you have the rep all the way up, you pay 100. Unless you're a goblin, then you pay the 100 without any rep. So I actually started a goblin just to buy those shards and then send them off to my crafter because you're making several thousand extra gold that way. And ever since 9.2.5, you can send stuff between Horde and Ally. So that's perfect. I'm actually going to recommend that everybody, for part of your gold making setup, to have a druid and a goblin. A goblin is going to go a long way in getting rep discounts on stuff. If you think even about like, I don't have auto loot on this guy, that's what's happening. Even if you think about like Penumbra Thread and the Flux. So you don't need any rep if you have a goblin. You automatically get the lowest discount possible. So the thread, instead of paying, what is it, 11, you're paying like 825 or 850 right out the gate. And if you're buying those in the hundreds, you're actually saving a lot of gold, which in turn you're making a lot of gold when you resell things. So we're going to go over here and get this other decayed husk. I don't know what add-on this is. It's blocking everything, but it's like over here. I think it's probably Pet Finder or something. One thing Aatrox too I found about guides, like I stopped really playing when Tazavesh came out the first time. And so I was looking up how to do Tazavesh Streets of Wonder. And it was like the routes that they were having you take, and like before the nerfs came out, I guess it was a lot harder. the routes made it look super hard, super confusing. And I went into it thinking like, oh man, this is going to be really hard, but let's just roll with it. And I ran it, and it's pretty much just you press W, right? I was like, and then there were no like updated guides either, so all the guides were older, and but running it was just actually so smooth. And Streets is actually one of the easier ones to run now, right? It's all the way straightforward. There's no, I mean, you can skip like one pack, but there's nothing really super intense about it. What's going on, Lifeless? You are correct, sir. It does, but did you play when it first came out? All the guides were talking about like pull this pack, but not this pack, and then go around this way, and then it was like not like from the first boss on to like the male boss. They were pulling some of the paths that you some of the paths that you skip. They were like pulling them around corners and doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So when I first got into it, I was like, man, this looks like I'm just gonna pull a bunch of crap I don't need, and people are gonna hate me. But I went in. I literally the first time I ran it, I went in at like a 17, and I think we like plus two'd it. I mean, the group that I was with knew what they were doing, and pretty good DPS. But I pretty much just as a tank, I pretty much just followed a DPS the whole time, and then just got aggro. So that's the thing with guides is sometimes they're not always updated, and even like okay, so Lower Kara, a bunch of people put out guides about that, but Lower Coruscant has been like it has been changed so much since it came out. Why is this taking me back after when I'm not done again? Yeah, this is probably the easiest season I've ever experienced. Like if you think about it, the 10 and up affix shrouded is it's like nothing, right? Like you don't have to do anything. You just pick the stat that you want, kill stuff in the dungeon, and you get more of a stat. It's not like the first season. First season was hard, where you had to plan Prideful. Like as a tank, you'd have a DPS pull an extra pack, and then boom, Prideful pops like one pack before the boss, and then you're screwed, right? That was hard. Even this last season, where you could like coordinate skips with the woe and stuff like that, and do some like pathing and those kind of things. That made it fun. This is like you just W through everything, and you get bonus buffs on the way. Yeah, lifeless. That's what I'm talking about. People are like going right and stuff like that. Um, so and they've nerfed the crap out of literally everything, right? Oh, look at that, Witherscorn Reaper. All right, let's get out of here because I don't know if I can kill these guys with my little goblin here. So let's feign death and fly away. Streets and Gambit are actually my favorite dungeons right now. Yeah, Gambit can be Gambit is one where they put that Zugamar guy or whatever, the big shrouded guy. He's actually in sort of a weird place to where you might want to skip that pack, but instead of like following left around and killing it, you may want to skip it. Do we have okay, we're good. Let's check out this Witherscorn. Look at that. That says it's the market value is 24K. Are you serious? It doesn't have a sell rate on it, but it's 24K, 37K. Region market 10K. That's crazy. So we did get one. Prideful was super cool. Yeah. Buff of the mini boss level 20% thing was stupid. Okay, so yeah, lifeless. My as a tank, the bane of Prideful on season 1 was Necrotic Wake. After the second boss, when you go up, that's where a lot of people got screwed, right? Because if you pulled too much before you got up there, Prideful would spawn before the boss. It would spawn on like the ads that it sends out that you have to kill, like one from the left, one from the right, and then you would fight the boss with no Prideful. So you had to literally get the exact percentage to where you killed that second ad that came out, and then got it for the boss. So that was probably, if I remember right, like the hardest one to time. But then Necrotic Wake became like one of the easiest with the next seasonal affixes. Uh, so I didn't play season 2. Prideful was one of the harder seasons, I think. Season 3 was cool with the woe skips and stuff. You didn't really need a rogue, and you could do some cool stuff. And then this season, I mean, this is cake, right? They've nerfed. Okay, so they've nerfed it so much. So if you watch like the Grimrow Depot guides, most of them, even the written ones, incorporate like the flame wreath from the ads in the train. And like the second week the dungeon was out, like the second week of the season, they took that out. They were like, oh, they no longer cast flame wreath, and they actually gutted for season 4. They actually gutted a bunch of abilities altogether. They just made ads stop casting certain abilities. I mean, they literally took it out of the damage that the ads do. So that was sort of crazy. So anyway, I said all that to say season 4 is definitely definitely one of the easier seasons. All right, now I just set this guy up, so we got to get our mount here. Oh, this is a cool mount. You guys remember this mount, the Light Forged Warframe? This thing was really freaking cool. More straightforward affixes, relics this season. Let us create a route. Don't force everyone into the same cookie cutter like season 1 and 2. Yeah. Yeah, I actually I actually like this season because of the routes, right? I like being able to go in, figure a route out. I like it all pug friendly, right? Woe skips, prideful, that was not pug friendly like at all. That was the opposite of pug friendly. All right, so 1,700 gold right there, and I want to send this transmog to my bank tune. So let's go ahead and send this to my bank tune, and then we'll list it, and then let's go do something else. Okay, wrong guy. Wrong realm. Yes, woe was cool. You could skip like in Necrotic Wake, and you could like the skip in like Spires of Ascension. Oh, here's something. So yeah, okay. So lower Karazhan nerfs and Grimrow Depot nerfs. So Grimrow Depot, I do like that because remember the lightning from the dragon would come out and it would hit you. You had no idea where it was coming. Now they started putting little blue circles so you can move out of the way. I think that makes sense, right? I mean, think about it. What other affix or what other ability do you have in the game really that is like, hey, you're just going to get hit by it if you're just because we're not going to tell you where it's coming. Most things have, hey, it's coming here and dodge it. So I like that. Lower Karazhan, the nerf, they nerfed it again also, by the way. But the nerf that I think that I disagreed with the most was on the end boss where they got rid of the what is it called, Withering Soul or something, where the healer had to dispel it. I mean, I think that was a mechanic that as long as you did it right, it wasn't an issue, right? So now that boss is literally just like a tank and spank now. I mean, yeah, Lifeless. I don't think that it was supposed to have been like a one shot though. I think it was just overtuned and maybe they just couldn't get it tuned right, so they're like, yeah, we're just scrapping it. Same with the Flame Wreath. I think maybe they were like, it doesn't scale right, so we're just scrapping it. All right, I just checked there to see if any rare was up that I usually kill for the grimoire of the Green Fire book is what I'm going to call it. And they weren't, so I'm just going to go here to Dr. Weevil. By the way, all right, guys, so check this out. Look how creepy this is. Look at this. You've just got these gnomes. They're either dead or passed out here. And these guys were gnomes who've been turned into blobs. And here's this psychopath right here. I mean, this is like a horror story. Look at this. Look at this. This guy, he's a monster. Yeah, Lifeless, you're talking about the last boss, right? The lightning. Is that the one shot you're talking about? The lightning or the or like the spear? My DBM for some reason still doesn't have a countdown. Maybe I've got it all jacked up with my settings or something, but I still don't see a countdown for the spear at all. I just have to watch the cast bar. Yeah. Yeah, so that boss theoretically is not hard, right? You dodge the lightning, you dodge the spear, you don't step into traps, or you bust the traps with like I always do my you can do like Blessing of Freedom, or I do the monk one. It's a little foot. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But you can pop them, and that's it. But yeah, when the lightning one-shots you, like as the tank, like the lightning would come down or a spear would come down, and then I would be the only one left alive. Like it would kill everything. Yeah, it shouldn't. They should have always had an indicator, in my opinion. All right, so what I want to do on this guy here is empty kettle of soup. Sold some of that. So this is my main, right? Ham sandwich. This is the guy that I've done most of the like PvE content on and stuff like that. But I'm afraid though that my main and then also what he has for gold making is going to like not line up, if that makes sense. Like ideally my main that I spend the most time on would also have really good 2 gold each. Would also have really good gold making professions. But I'm afraid with the changes that they made, that's not going to be the case because alchemy and inscription. All right. One good thing, Vial of the Sands. Look at this. I need to make like 5 of these at once because I sell like a couple a week, and I always make one, and then I sell it, and then I'm always too lazy to take the time to make another one. So I need to make like several for the week. Vial of the Sands makes some pretty good gold. Sells super low on my realm. It's only like 44k on my realm. The sales average is 59. So still makes something though. Endless Tincture. I'm making about 1600 gold on. But all of these down here, like you'll make some gold if you make these today, but they fluctuate so much. The potions, I mean, you lose gold on most of everything, right? I mean, if you're going to craft hundreds of these, you might as well, to make 8 gold, it takes 5 Morrow Root, right, to make 8 gold. I mean, you're better off just going out and crafting or just like farming and then selling them off, right, if you don't already have something like the Vial of the Sands. I'll never lose alchemy on this character because I don't want to lose the Vial of the Sands. So that sort of sucks. And then inscription, same thing. Prices got wrecked. I mean, destroyed in 9.2.7. I mean, these things, they got wrecked pretty hard. You can still sell these every once in a while. Make about 10k on the Highborn Compendiums. And then cooking, I mean, like, I don't know how you all's got realm is doing, or how much of this stuff is still like realm specific, but cooking got slaughtered too. But it's just at the end of the expansion as well. A lot of people aren't buying this stuff. So I might get lucky and get a gluttonous feast. Make 52 gold on them. Spending 212 gold to make them. So, if I made 10 of these, it'd be 500. If I made 100 of these, then, it'd be, 5,000 gold. That would actually be pretty worth it to craft those. How much stuff do I need to craft them? It's selling for 265. Let's just see. I've actually have not crafted very many of these. Let's see. 20. Let's just see if we can make 20 of them real quick. Oh my gosh, I need to buy all kinds of stuff. Firelines, trash, disenchant all armor, essence, and dust sell immediately. Been really nice. Yeah. So I'm thinking some of that raw gold stuff is gonna go back up in popularity. You know what? I'm not gonna craft those right now. That's gonna take time away from something else that I want to do. I want to check out and see. Okay, so sea stock. Let's buy some sea stock because I need expulsum to make the endless tinctures of renewed combat. And the only other way to get it, besides world quests that I know of anyway, is you have to use the scrapper. And so that just takes a lot of time, right? Using the crafting the bracers or buying the bracers, and then getting the scrapper. And then getting the expulsum. So if you can get the world quests that give you like 5 for turning in some low level herbs, that's really the way to go, in my opinion, because I only need, I think, like 1 for each tincture, so that'll allow me to craft like 5. Tyler Dinkenberger. Tyler, someone who is getting into gold making, what would I recommend? You're always going to have, this is always going to be where you're stuck at. So there's sort of 2 schools of thought, right? Crafting is going to make you more gold per item and per hour all the time, every time. That's just how it's going to happen. But you need gold to get into it, right? Gathering is going to have you make less gold per hour, but you're also going to be able to do it starting with like 0 gold. So I would recommend getting still like leatherworking, not leatherworking. One of the crafting. Hold on a second. I'm trying to think and talk. All right. Just starting out, I would get herbalism and mining. There you go. Or herbalism and, let's say, alchemy, but it's sort of hitting the tank right now. Yeah, Skinner and leatherworking is definitely a good start. You can, and in Legion, leatherworking, you get some pretty good entry level recipes too. So crafting, a lot of the old school crafting stuff, especially Legion, seems to do well with all professions. But if you just want something to make gold now, and building up sort of your base of how much gold you have, leatherworking, skinning is good, and then herbalism, mining. All right, so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to turn this in. Oh, no, I'm not, because I got to pull it out of my bank. I liked BFA. I actually really liked BFA. It was fun. Now I got 5 expulsum. And what I turn those into... Let's see. Well, I'll need them if I want to make these. I have like ones that haven't sold yet, so I'll need them for those. But mainly, I use them for this. The Endless Tincture of Renewed Combat, I need 1. So just with that 5 I got, I can make 5 of these. And because I'm a rank 3, I have a chance to proc making more than 1 when I make one. And those are pretty good sellers. Questing up for raids, farming out BOEs can be quick, fast way. If luck is on your side, make 50 to 100 gold and kick off your gold-making journey. I'm not sure, Aatrox, I'm not sure, like, if you just started, I think it would probably depend on your item level, right? Like, I'm not sure, but, like, if you had a low item level, you're probably not first in line to join those. Jimmy, you have never made one legendary ever. Where is a good place to start? Well, what professions do you have? Also, check this out. I unlocked... Hold on, that's not it. I unlocked this secret pet vendor the other day. And, of course, I can't find him. Let me see. And he's under here somewhere. Here he is, look. Dodger. I unlocked this guy. He comes from, you do PvP pet battles, and you get a little shady message, and then you run it on your mission table, and then you unlock him. In this raptor container right here, 50 polished pet charms. It gives you a Zandalari Shin Chomper, and I've already sold one for like 4K. So 50 of these into 4K. It's pretty good. All professions. I would give you the advice I gave myself, Jimmy, is I would start out with jewel crafting. I'll tell you why. Because the other professions, you have, what, like 6 or 7 different ones that you can make. So you either have to do the research to make sure that you are like making the right one that actually sells, or you have to get lucky and have one that sells. Jewel crafting, you have 2. You have the ring and you have the neck. I make the neck, and so the cool thing about it is now the mats are like region wide, so they're cheap, but the item itself that you're making is not. So the price on my realms have sort of maintained the same price. They've dropped a little bit, but mainly, like, it costs me about 9K right now to make a neck, and it's selling for between 20 and 24. So everybody, a lot of people use the neck and the ring legendaries. And they'll use it because they can put their Covenant legendary power on it, and it doesn't conflict with the tier piece. You just get it from your vendor, man, or your trainer, man. You just go to Orbos, and you learn it from the trainer. I think you. I could be wrong. You have to do something with Torghast. I don't know if it's account wide. Like, I don't know if you have to like run Torghast on that character to learn it, or if a Torghast run is account wide and you learn it that way. I'm not sure about that. Look at this. Sold this, a flaming hoop, for 3K. So leatherworking, who was it? Tyler. So look at this. You can learn these leatherworking recipes in Legion at Legion rank 1. Leather love seat, flaming hoop, leather pet bed, leather pet leash. And look at the gold we're making on these here. I sell these consistently. This pet leash, usually not for 6K, usually for like 2 or 3. Leather pet bed. I think you get this. This isn't level 1. You have to do some quests to do this. Flaming hoop. I mean, 2,700 gold. I'm actually going to buy some more fellhide. I'm actually just going to buy some more fellhide real quick. and then that way I can make another one and get it up there. Felhide used to be like 300 gold, 200 gold each. Now it's a 74. But that's fine. All what? Okay, flaming. Alex, you're farming Transmog for a week and it won't sell. What should you do? Change the parameters on what you find as an acceptable Transmog to sell. By that, I mean, let's take a look at this item. Here's an axe. It has a minimum buyout of 432. I could list it. That'd be fine, but it doesn't have any minimum, it doesn't have any like sale rate, right? Like it doesn't tell you how often it sells or anything like that. See, like this here, it has a regional sale rate of 0.2, which is decent, and average daily sold of 0.4, which is also decent. I wouldn't list it because it's only 16 gold. I'm just going to sell it. But, you know, for me, if it's like 0.2, that's fine. And if it's like 500 and up, I'm selling it for Transmog. But my advice is just keep listing it. It's going to take a while. I have not farmed Transmog on my Transmog farming character in about a month, and I'm still selling stuff. It just takes time, man. It's just going to take time. I mean, Transmog can take months to sell, right? Transmog is sort of something where if it's like what rich people do to get richer, it's not a good way to get fast gold. All right, you guys ready for this? This is going to be my big score for the stream here. Yeah, Jimmy, you're gonna probably have luck with jewel crafting legendaries, and it's a lot easier to get to rank 7 now. So basically, you get to rank 4, and then you craft a vestige of, I think, the Eternals, and then you add it into your rank 4 legendary, and then you craft it, and it becomes 7. Let's see. Yep, you are welcome, sir. So, we started out doing the callings, and that's cool, right? And we did get a pretty sweet transmog from it. But doing it on, I think I have like 14 characters or something, doing it on all of them, that takes a lot of time. And not necessarily the best way to make gold, but it is steady gold. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, hold on a second. Let's check the mail first before we go and do something goofy. All right, look at this. Wormhole generator, Pandaria. Sold it for 5K. Look at this, guys. Okay, so engineering. I don't even have max engineering in Shadowlands because I think it sucks. If you all want to disagree and you have a good way to make gold with it, then let me know. But I haven't found one. Also, haven't really looked in a while. So look at this. Wormhole generator, wormhole generator. Wormhole generators. 5K, 5K. Look at these sell rates. 0.4, 0.5. Look at this one. This is what I was talking about, the Primal Sargerite earlier. Argus, wormhole generator. 17K profit right there. Oh my gosh. Even if we sell it for 14 at the regional average, whew, that's good. Right here, wormhole generator Pandaria. This is one that we just sold, right? So I think it was the Pandaria one. 4K profit on that. That's awesome. Okay, so we have 45 Blood of Sargeras. Now, there's a few different things we can do with this. We can make the Mecha Bond imprint matrix, which right now is listed for 20K. I can tell you from experience, this is probably, if it does go for 20K, I would be shocked. It usually goes between like 9 and 15, but we have 20 bloods to make this. We could make 2 of these and potentially make like, well, we'll say 30k because I think the price is a little high right now. Or we can farm out 5 more bloods and we can make the Felcore harness, the Felcore Hound harness, and we could make 24k. Has a much higher sell rate. If we list this right here for 30k, for making 50, we will for sure get it back quick. So we got to think, do we want to make the harness and sell it quicker for the 24k, or do we want to make more Mechabond imprint matrices and sell slower but have more gold? I'm leaning towards doing the Felcore harness just because I think it's cool. And I think I already have a Mechabond matrix already. Yeah, let's see. So let's cancel that and relist it. There's something else that I have listed that I want to cancel as well, but I can't remember what it is. So Legion Blacksmithing, look at this. Laystone boots selling for 1k, 800k. I mean, we're making, you know, thousands of gold on just these basic laystones. Personal World Destroyer, Phantom Blade, Wormhole stuff. Oh, here we go. The depleted Kyparium rocket. Look at that. Gonna make 34k on it when it sells. So let's go ahead and cancel scan that one also. Yeah, we want both. I do want to make the mount, I think. Just because I haven't made one in a while and I'm so close to having a 50. So we're going to relist this one for 20k. It's really high right now. And then the depleted Kyparium rocket, we're going to relist it as well. This is a nice one to make. 30k. Alright, so let's see. We want to go to Azeroth, Broken Isles. Alright, so we can actually, there's 3 here, so we need 40 Fargenskagel, Fjordenskagel, and then we could get 1 here, and then that's 4, and then we need 1 more. So let's buy some Fjordenskagel. Oh my gosh. So here's a reason why Tyler, who's asking in order to make gold, herbalism is going to be good to make gold, because look at this. This is an old school herb from Legion, but it's still selling for 5. Right? I mean, if you could, I mean, you're going to get, if you get a druid and you're out farming this, or even if you just get the shredder mount that you don't have to dismount and you can herb while being mounted, I mean, any kind of herb, you're going to get some pretty good return for your money. So is it worth 300 gold to do this, or should we just run some dungeons? You know what? Let's run a couple dungeons and see if we can get the 5. Let's do, what's the one with the drug bar? Legion dungeon bosses on heroic should give you Blood of Sargeras. Now, I ran 2 yesterday and they did give me bloods, but then I ran Halls of Valor and it gave me no bloods. Why did this not take me to... Wait a second. Did you guys see that? Was that just me? Did I click on my Dalaran Hearthstone and then end up in Stormwind, or did I go crazy and talk and not even pay attention that I went to the Stormwind portal from Dalaran? Don't really know how to get back there, honestly. Without the portal, how do you get to Outland, or how do you get to Dalaran? Azuna, here we go. Maybe I just autopiloted, flew to the Stormwind thing. I must have done that. Wasn't even paying attention. Let's see. Vault of the Wardens. Excuse me. I want to fly to... There's got to be a flight point around here somewhere. I want to go to High Mountain, because I know that one has an exit at the end of it. So I'm on a warrior, so I've got to choose a dungeon that has an exit at the end that I can easily rerun it with. Let's just go here and we'll get that one quick. I wish that they would make these things bind on account, because as you can see, I have some on my other ones. Wait, this is saying that I have some in my bank too. It says I have 8 in my bank. I don't know if my bank is updated. Let's gotta go here. Sometimes TSM doesn't always line up. Bell core harness. Yeah, see, so TSM is showing that I have 8 in my bank. I do not. This is the WoW interface, and this is more accurate. So I've only got 46, so I need 4 more. And then Demon Steel bars, I'm going to have to... I wonder if it's going to be... Yeah, I'm probably going to have to craft those. I can craft 16 now, so I need to make... I'll just say I need to make 100 of them. So I need 200 Fell Slate, which is going to be costly. And I need 100 Laystone ore. Also next on my, well, one of the many next things on my list for my engineering is this. The Mechgineer's Chopper. I just have to get my Northern Engineering to 75, and then I can make that. Now let's run the dungeon and see if we can get 4. And so to make the Demon Steel stuff, you have to actually fly down here into this area. No, you got to go... Thunder Totem... Up here, I believe. It's like a certain anvil you have to use. Yeah, so Jimmy, you need the rep to buy the chopper. You need a rep with Alliance Vanguard to buy the chopper recipe. Alright, so this is well, crap. This is Neltharian's lair. I haven't messed around to find out which is the best one to run for bloods yet, but this one I can do fairly quickly, and I'm actually going to eat some fried bonefish here too, so that I can sort of speed up the process. Alright, so This is taking me typically about 6 minutes to run. So you can do 10 in an hour lockout. So you're looking right at 10. If you get 4 Blood of Sargeras and you can get 10 runs in, that's 40 in an hour, right? So you're looking at getting 40 in an hour. Then making the Mechabond Imprint Matrix or the Core Hound, that's pretty good. That's like 25 to like 30k gold per hour. And that's actually really good. You're not going to get much else while you're doing it. Like, you're not going to, I mean, you could get like a Transmog or something, but you're not going to get much raw gold or anything. But that's pretty good. That's pretty good gold, right? 25 to 30k an hour. And you gotta wait for the dialogue. Legion was cool, man. Legion was, so probably Mist of Pandaria and then Legion was probably my favorite expansions. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, just kill this guy here. And even at 230, I'm not... Alright, so I got 1 Blood of Sargeras. And this little thing that sells for 16 gold here. Wrath, most gold from Sunsong Ranch to make Sky Golems. Yes. I have a maxed out Sunsong Ranch on, I think, 2 characters. You could probably park somebody there and just get the Motes of Harmony and the Trillium. And you'll still make gold, even now. Wrath, I didn't play during Wrath. I started at the end of Cataclysm. But, I like the lore of Wrath. Some of Christy Golden's books. Actually, Christy Golden writes really good Warcraft books. But the one about Arthas, really, really good. Even if you don't like World of Warcraft, I mean, it's just a good fantasy read altogether. Warrior's probably one of the slowest classes to do stuff on. Just want to kill these guys here because they do some annoying like stun mechanics and stuff. You gotta get some sort of range thing to get him out here early. There we go. Got another Blood of Sargeras and this tunic here. So we got 2 bloods already. It's been 4 minutes. Or 3 minutes, rather. See, I wish, like, on my warrior, like, I wish I could, like, go faster right now. Now, I can sort of kill these little snails here, and then get my speed buff from the, food. So, that sort of helps. Other than that, I'm not stopping to kill these because I want to drag them with me, right? Because I want them to like continually die, so I keep that speed buff up. Here's this little worm guy here. We're just gonna kill him. These were fun bosses. I mean, this was a lot of fun bosses here. I don't know what's making that noise when I kill bosses. I don't know what add-on that is. I got a Blood of Sargeras there as well. So if you look at the looted item value, 21 gold, that looks horrible, right? But remember, we're just after the bloods. So the profit is going to come from the end result of getting the bloods. We got all these stupid guys throwing rocks at us. But we did get another blood, so we actually got... We got a blood from everybody there. So we got 4 bloods. in 5 minutes. Now it's going to take another minute to fly around here. This may be the best dungeon for this. Because unless you got like a druid or like a monk or something, to restart at the entrance, you need a place to get out. I think the most gold for me, Jimmy, was in Warlords with the mission tables. All right, so we now have enough. Okay, so we've got 50 of these. We need 10 fell hides. We could actually probably hop on the our Skinner and go get 6 of these real quick, and that would save us like almost 400 gold. Infernal Brimstone. This comes from World Quest from a miner. And Demon Steel bars. We need 100. We're saving 2 gold a piece crafting them, but crafting them takes a while, doesn't it? So let's just we're just gonna buy these out, right? Like I don't feel like crafting them. And we're still making plenty enough gold to where I'm willing to spend a few hundred gold for convenience and not have to switch tunes and all that kind of stuff. So, ooh, Fellhide even dropped to 60. See, this is what I'm talking about. Why do people do this, right? This is what I hate. I'm gonna go ahead and buy those. So they're selling for 74, right? Obviously, it's selling for 74, 74, 74, 75. So if somebody doesn't say, hey, let's put it up for 74.39, which I would understand. If somebody put this up for 74 gold and 39 silver, and they were like, I'm going to undercut, and I'm the one that's going to get the deal, because they don't understand first in, last out, which is how the auction house works. So instead of undercutting it by like a cent, they undercut it by 14 gold. I have to sneeze again. Oh, excuse me. So they undercut it by 14 gold. So now I bought that up. Now it's back to 74. But if I didn't buy that and then somebody else went to resell it, they're going to list it for 59 gold. And it just kills the market. It's so dumb. So dumb. So same here. 84 to 79. I mean, come on, guys. Infernal Brimstone, I forget how many we needed of those. Let's just buy 9. Yeah. Yep. You're probably right, Jimmy. Maybe people aren't paying attention and their TSM settings are messed up and they just post them up there. Also, I think some people just do it because they don't understand basic economics. What's going on, Eric? Yeah, man, doing well. How are you? So we need... We need 89 of those. Oh, okay, so we're getting it for cheaper because right now our TSM is marking it for 24 gold and we're getting it for 22. So we're not even actually going to save any gold if we make them ourselves, probably. 9.2.7 has been going pretty well. I've got the slime cap mount for doing all the faded raids on normal. Oh, look at this. It took us right where we need to go. Ironhorn Enclave. Let's use our portable mailbox. By the way, I've got a note here, upcoming video about this portable mailbox. Probably one of the best things ever. All right, so if you want to do demon steel stuff, you have to do it at the Ironhorn Enclave, which is down here in High Mountain. So now I'm not sure if you can make the Felcor mount somewhere else or not, but I know anything that has to do with demon steel has to be done here. Like these demon steel has to be done at this one. Let's see. Demon steel bar. It should tell you. Anvil, blacksmith hammer. Oops. Oh yeah, so here it tells you right here. The firmament stone and a blacksmith hammer. So this is the firmament stone. So it looks like you don't need to be here to craft this. It just looks like a regular anvil. Because all these here, see, firmament stone, firmament stone. But you don't need it for this one. So let's create that. So again, you could probably get upwards of 50 bloods an hour just from doing the dungeons. Now it's going to be sort of boring, right? But at the end of it, if you have this recipe, you get to make this sweet steel-bound harness and about 24k an hour. So boom, list that. And then we're just gonna sell this other stuff that we got because it's just extra. The demon steel stuff in general is probably worth selling. Like if you go to blacksmithing, we'll do TSM. So if you go to the demon steel breastplate, I always try to keep some of these up, and I've actually sold several of these, especially like the breastplates. And you're making 2k, 7k, 7k. So worth having them up for sure. All right, let's do one more calling on an alt, and then Red Lobster has all you can eat shrimp until November. And here in the States, it's Memorial Day, so a lot of people are off work. So I'm gonna go out to eat with the wife at Red Lobster for all you can eat shrimp, and I'm gonna do that as soon as I'm done here. So let's get somebody who's already in Ardenweald. Let's go our priest here. Tennessee. Jimmy, I am in Ohio, sir, so not too far away.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Now the only thing with this guy is I'm 232. That's not too horrible, I guess. And I think that I can mind soothe the big guy, so I won't have to kill him because he's probably gonna crush me. I think everybody in Ohio has been to Tennessee because of Gatlinburg. Like, I feel like that's where a lot of people from here go for vacation. Man, I'm slacking on my tailoring here. So I've got a bunch of frostweave cloth. This comes from the Berean leather farm that I do in the Ruby Sanctum, and then you can take this and you can turn it into whatever frostweave stuff at the moment gives you the most. So like you could take some of them and so you get frostweave cloth, turn them into a bolt of frostweave, and then turn them into imbued frostweave and make 4 gold per extra like what 14 of them. So frostweave bags, 6 gold, and then just some transmog stuff down here. So you can actually squeeze a little bit more out of these. And yeah, so... Oh, I didn't send anything, did I? I collected them but didn't send them. Unfortunately, the market for enchanting is dropped. All from New Jersey? Never been in New Jersey. Alright, so let's go pick up our calling. Maybe we can get another Transmog. But yeah, if we look at the enchanting, I mean, you lose gold on most stuff, or you make, you know, like 5 gold on something. This actually probably wouldn't be bad, right? So you're spending 36 and you're making 5. You just have to make a bunch of them. The end of the expansion is always tough for that kind of when the expansion first came out, the eternal crystals were going for thousands, right? Now they're going for 18 gold apiece. We're heading over to this enchanted one here again. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to kill the rare that's marking it. 2 out of the 3 times I've went over here on different characters, the rare's already been down. I guess it's not really a rare, it's an elite. But I'm not going to be able to kill it with my Shadow Priest. So hopefully somebody already killed it. They did. Nice. So then all we got to do is loot it. And yes, 785 gold on that one. Last one we got like 800 gold. That gave us 785 gold. And that took us, what, 2 minutes to go do? So we're going to go down here and get this fairy chest. And then if you're on a tune that does like mining and herbalism, you know, you can do all that while you're doing this to make more gold from the calling. Thanks to everybody that's a subscriber, by the way, that joins the channel. I think I'm at like 650 something subs, which is more than halfway to 1,000, and I've been doing this for 18 weeks, so almost 5 months, like 4.5 months. And I know that because my first video, I think, was a mailbox clear out, and I've done one every weekend since. So more than I thought would do it for sure. I was like, let me just record and see if anybody's interested. And so it actually has turned out a lot better than I had thought. All right, now we are going over here to the Decayed Husk. So there's only a few times you can get Decayed Husk in the game. You can get it during this calling, and you can get it during the one where you have to like defend Arden Wield and put it up to 100. And it has a chance to have some pretty good transmog. You guys that have been on here for a little while, a part of the stream, you saw that we got one transmog that goes for like 10 to 20k earlier. But for those of you that are just joining, we're looking at getting some transmog out of here. But we have to do this world quest first because it'll phase you out. Like you can't come in here and grab this with that world quest up. Donovan Lucas, what's going on? Donovan. Sorry, man. I said Donovan. Alright, so look. So here's the Decayed Husk. We want to go get it. It's right down here. But we can't. Everything disappears because we have to go do this quest. By the way, doing a calling like this is going to give you about 2,000 gold, unless you get any transmogs that are going to greatly increase that. It's about 2,000 gold for about 10 minutes worth of work. less time if you don't have to do this quest. Which this quest is easy, right? But you have such a low. The cooldown on here sucks, so you have to sort of like wait. And then if there's somebody else doing it and they kill the mobs, you gotta wait for them to respawn. It's sort of dumb. Also, I was getting kicked off before I was finished earlier. Pretty sure because I wasn't healing. Yeah, I was not healing, so I was like dying and getting kicked off. Want to get as big of clusters as guys as you can, so you're killing more at once. See, like, I don't want to just kill that one guy. I want to shoot it over here so I get 5 instead of 1. There we go. Now we can get the husk. I think I'm just gonna loot it, and I don't think I'm even gonna attempt to kill the mobs around there. I think I'm just gonna fear them away and then try to run far enough out of combat. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna fear them away. Okay, well we did not get anything from that. So let's just go turn it in. Pretty easy though, even for having to do that world quest, it's been about 7 minutes to do this calling. And we've already got the almost 800 gold from that one chest, and then we'll see how much we get from selling off what we open up here. And you also get a chance of getting like a little pet, which I'm not sure how much it sells for. It's a glitter wing or something. We'll check it out. Anybody remember playing Ardenweald for the first time? The first time I played it, some of you have maybe heard the story. It came out like in the winter, right? Shadowlands did. And I was playing before work, so it was probably like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. I was just, trying to level up. And I remember coming into Ardenweald for the first time, and the little fairy, I mean, it's dark, it's sort of spooky, and the little fairy, the way that they made her sound, and the music in this place, and she was like, "Come talk to our leader, come follow me." And I was like, I'm gonna die. My character's gonna die. Turns out they were a good guy, but it was creepy for sure. Alright, so we turn this in, we got the coin of brokerage, we open this up. Bounty of the Grove Wardens. We open that up, we get some stuff to sell. Okay, Sparkle Wings is what can drop from that. So let's see how much that goes for. But selling all that came out of there gave us 1,700 gold plus this 700 something. So we're looking at 2,500 gold for like 8 minutes worth of work. And if you got 10 characters, you got, I don't know what, 9 characters, 6 characters, that takes you an hour times 2. It's like 12,000 gold for an hour on your alt. And that doesn't include if you get like the Transmog that I got earlier, that's like 10k. Sparkle Wings. Let's see how much. Maybe what is Sparkle Wings? Let's look it up, because I thought it was a pet. Maybe it's not. Okay, it's not a pet. I take that back. It is a toy that lets you show off your inner fairy. So it looks like this. This is what you can get from that bounty. So if you're into Sparkle wings. I wonder if I have it actually. I do not. But there it is. But yeah, I think that's it. I think it's time for lunch. Lunch is calling me. All you can eat shrimp. So about to do that. Thanks to everybody for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord. The link should be down below. Have a great holiday if you're on holiday today, and have a good week. And I will catch you all later. Have a good one.